From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. He'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On play action, Love. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. They get 16 on that connection. Good for a Green Bay 1st down. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And he will get into the end zone. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. That his 16th touchdown of the year. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46. On 1st down, it's Love. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. To do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Love. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield. 3rd and long. Now Love. And that is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. That is caught downfield by Pop. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. Room to run inside the 40. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. He'll drop to throw. He's going to air this one out. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Seahawks.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Love to throw. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Boye Mafe in on the tackle. Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing is Love. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Here's Daniel Whelan now. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! This drive starts on the ground with Walker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. Smith and Jigba left side, he's got it. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player.
Let's go.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
60 Maverick. Go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup. And he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
And that's going to run out of steam. It comes up short. No good. And the score remains tied at 7.
And this is where playing in the elements can really become a problem. These kickers practice all year in pretty much ideal conditions. So sometimes you got to approach these kicks a little bit different. He's just unable to connect.
And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Julian Love brings him down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. This one is caught by Reed. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We're back to Seattle after this. 1st and 10. Here's Love. Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. On 2nd down, Love. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
On the jump. Start below 18. Here we go. Set.
They'll come out throwing here to start. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. They'll look to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own, and at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
That is brought in. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Love to throw on 1st and 10. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. He's going to dial up another deep ball. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. And instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like, living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Sending it downfield for Fant. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Come on. Set.
Throwing now from the gun. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
It's 1st down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in 2nd and long.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Off the play fake. Here's Love. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Third and 9. From the gun, it's Love. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 11 yards on the connection there. First down, Packers. They'll run with Jacobs. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Once again, it's Jacobs. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
To be a prolific passing offense in this league, you have to be able to both throw the ball from the pocket and you have to be able to operate and convert on 3rd downs. And they've really done both at a high level on this drive. And to no surprise, they find themselves 1st and goal.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. So the ball still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. To throw is Love. To the goal line and in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Green Bay. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow.
The kick is good.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go, set.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. McManus on for the point after. His kick is good. And the Packers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game, and they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball, and let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the one he was looking for, and that'll set up 4th down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly, and even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now, Jacobs. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Here's Love to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Back to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. Woo. his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he'll get about 5. Running is Jacobs. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And not much there. Down to about the 13. 2nd down and 8. Now Love. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Now Walker. And he'll get about 4 to the 29. Here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. It's a gain of 19 in the air. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy. Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Timeout Seahawks, that is their 2nd. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one. On 3rd down, they go with Jacobs. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. On comes the Packers punting team, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day...
Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
So, it's a win here.